God doesn't compete with family or job. Rather, our allegiance to God includes family and job. Our allegiance to God includes civic responsibilities. It's not a matter of God and Caesar. It's an allegiance to God that might include Caesar. I read a book recently called God and Government, and the book espoused a very common philosophy, which said that we have a dual allegiance to God and country, God and state, God and Caesar, dual allegiance. And we got to balance this allegiance. And that's hard to do because he said our allegiance to Caesar, our allegiance to our nation, might mean that if you're a leader in this, you might have to lie because that's what, for the good of the whole, you have to do that sometimes. You might even have to kill for the good of the whole. But you know, it's okay to do that because we have an allegiance to state that is alongside of our allegiance to God. And I submit to you that is the exact wrong way to think about this, folks. I don't know where you find any of that in the Bible. We have an allegiance to God that includes some allegiance to the state, but the allegiance is to God. God tells us to submit to the authorities that are over us. God tells us to pray for the authorities that are over us. God tells us to pay taxes and things of that sort, so we do it. But we don't do it because we have a separate obligation to Caesar. We do it because we have our whole obligation is to God, and he tells us to do this to Caesar. God is our king, not any Caesar. Our one allegiance that includes all areas of our life is to God. We have one Lord, his name is Jesus Christ. One master, Jesus Christ. One sovereign, his name is Jesus Christ. All of our allegiance is to him and to him alone. And he tells us you cannot serve two masters. It doesn't get any clearer than that. So our whole allegiance, total allegiance, is to God. That's why if Caesar, if government, if state or nation ever tells us to do something that violates our walk with God, our allegiance to God, we have to say, sorry, no can do. You're going to have to kill us. Because our only allegiance is to God, and that includes every area of our life.